Hello Erongo Talkers, welcome back to another episode of your favorite news half an hour, Erongo Talk. Adam Hartman here at the Swakopmund salt pans. Welcome, it's nearly weekend, but it's going to be a busy weekend, lots of sports happening. But anyway, before that, we're going to bring you the news, the weather, the tides. We're also going to be having an interview with teenagers football club coach Elvin Majiedt, who's going to talk about the plight of 4 local boys who have been chosen to participate in soccer development trials in Millan, Italy next month. So keep an eye on that. Maybe you'll be able to help, but stay tuned. So first we have an entertainment story for you. The Arandis-based rapper Thomas X Bantam, 20-year-old, will soon be releasing his 10-track project titled Nama from the South. According to the rapper, the new project features different genres and will remind people that no matter which side of the world you are from, never forget home. X started doing music in 2016 and believes that music has always been a part of him. He also sees himself heading an event that will fill up the Sam Nujoma Stadium in Windhoek with his fans singing along to all his songs. The rapper also shared some advice to his fans. The biggest risk in life is not taking any risks. You are the only person that can stop you from accomplishing your goals. Stop listening to people who never pursued their own dreams. You know what you are capable of. Believe in yourself, work hard, and always smile while you are at it, he said. For our next story, a bit of sports, golf. The Swakopmund golf course played host to the 2022 Marsh Club Championships last weekend. The Marsh has sponsored this tournament for about 16 years. The branch manager of the company, Amanda Loubser, who officiated at the prize giving together with Renette Holzhausen, commended on how proud they are to be a continuous part of this prestige tournament. Club captain George Murasiki thanked Marsh for their ongoing support not only of golf but sport and the community as a whole. Now, weather conditions during the event were good on both days. Despite the small field, it was great to see golfers competing in all the divisions, especially the newly introduced junior division. Fritz Coetzee made his decision on the first tee, shooting a round of 74 gross, followed closely by rivals Hans Naubeb, Do van Wyk, Kevin Wenzel and Harry Botha. Sunday morning was a different day, with all the contenders shooting for the 80s, with Fritz eventually securing a 2-shot win over Hans Naubeb. Newly crowned champion Fritz Coetzee Jr. is no stranger to the Swakopmund golf course, having grown up playing on the course for most of his life and coming from one of the old golfing families. The golf club is proud to see him succeed at this prestigious event and wishes him all of the best. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of this news. You can check it out more on our erongo.com.now website.
We are in the company of Coach Elvin Majiedt, the man who is spearheading an initiative to take 4 boys, young soccer players, Namibian soccer players, across the waters to Italy and Spain for a coaching excursion. How are you doing, Coach?
Thank you, sir. I am doing well. And thank you for the opportunity that you awarded me to come and see you this afternoon.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you here, Coach. Coach, now, you were supposed to have been gone by now. You were initially scheduled to leave on the 6th of July. What's keeping you back, Coach?
Yes, we were supposed to leave by the 6th of July already, but due to financial constraints, that's the one hold up. And the second hold up is basically, we were informed a few days ago that we have a second shot at this opportunity also. Ultimately, we were only supposed to go, or the boys were only supposed to go to Italy, but now they also have a chance to showcase their skills in Spain as well. So the whole trip will now be a 2-week trip, first to Spain, and then to Italy, and then they will then return. That basically forced us to retreat a little bit and to only move this coming Friday over to Joburg, where they will then spend a month-long preparation camp. And on the 13th of August, they will then fly over to Spain, yes, and spend a week there, and then attend the other week in Italy.
Now, Coach, to make this possible, you need funds. In terms of sourcing funds, how far are you? How far have you come? And what do you still need?
The sourcing of funds is quite a difficult one. We went into different avenues. We saw different company owners. We saw different individuals sourcing for funds. But the corporate world is not that keen in assisting us regarding the financial aspect of these 4 boys. I want to say thank you to Peter Paul from Seaworks that availed a 3,000 Namibian dollars for each boy as pocket money. I also want to say thank you to Antonio from Tunakor. He also availed a $5,000 for transportation fees and these things. So, but ultimately, as I've said previously, we knocked on doors, but only these 2 doors opened. At the moment, currently, I had to source my personal funds to pay a certain portion of the outstanding fees for these boys, so that we allow them then to get on the other side.
Yes, yes, Coach. It's a lot of money we are talking about. How much are we talking about? How much have you got together, and how much do you still need?
In short, allow me to quickly break up the whole financial implication for the media and for all the listeners out there. We have 3 financial implications. The first one is a 54,750 Namibian dollars. In short, we can also translate it into rand. That is the responsibility of the parent. Yes. The parent of these boys must or have already paid that amount then in full. The second financial obligation is a 16,000 rand that each player must pay for the 1-month-long preparation period. Yes. Our third financial implication is a 7,000 Namibian dollars or 7,000 rand, which is basically covering the medical expenses, a medical test in South Africa, the PCR test in South Africa and in Italy, yes, and then also the visa application. Currently, the parents have done their part. It's now the part of Teenagers Football Club, yes, the parent club of these 4 boys that must come to the party and fund the outstanding 2 financial implications. Okay. In short, the 16,000 rand is then multiplied by 4, which gives you 64,000 rand. We currently sourced 30,000 rand. Okay. and we are due with 34,000 rand to allow the boys to get on the bus on Friday and to move over to Joburg, where they will start their preparation.
So you are in need of 34,000 Namibian dollars.
That is correct.
Coach, now briefly tell us about these 4 boys.
These 4 boys are very young, well-disciplined, hard-working soccer players. 3 of them are schooling at Swakopmund Secondary School, and the one is schooling at Westside High. Their names are as follows. The 3 schooling at Swakopmund Secondary, Dorian Nanusep, then we have Eugene Jonah, and then we have Jagan Jonah. Those 2 are brothers. We have Vikapita Chombonde. He is the one schooling at Westside, but ultimately they are hardworking, well-disciplined, and boys that is eager to find out what is better on the other side for them.
Coach, now what will such a trip mean for these boys?
In short, there's 2 things. The one thing is that should they excel on the other side, and should they perform to the best of their abilities, then doors will open for them on the other side. Definitely in a youth setup on the other side, it might be in a 3rd division, a 4th division, maybe even in a 2nd division.
Yes.
If they are lucky enough, they can even join the Serie A, or they can then join the La Liga in one of those team setups.
Wow.
Ultimately, if it is, and our boys are not that lucky enough, because I know that in life, luck should be on your side. You have the discipline, you have the skill, you have the talent, but luck must be on your side.
Yes.
If it is and we are not lucky enough, we can come back and we can plow back into the youth. We can plow back into our youth setup, into the setup of Swakopmund. The lucky thing is also Dorian Nanusep was also selected to be part of the national under-17 team of Namibia. He's also part of the Erongo under-20 regional team that will take part in the Newspaper Cup somewhere in August.
Yes.
So these are really quite skillful and talented boys that we are busy with. But in short, if we don't succeed, we will definitely come back and plow back what we have learned. The one thing that I really like about exposing and setting the table for these boys is you learn something different. You learn something different, you experience something different, and you basically experience the real world on the other side.
Now, Coach, this initiative is in partnership with other organizations. Can you briefly shed some light? Who's partnering you in this initiative?
I want to say thank you to the Worldwide Scholarship Group. They are the organ responsible for setting the table and taking our boys to Europe. Last year, August, we were invited to take part in trials. We sent 4 of our boys from Teenagers Football Club to partake in those trials. And successfully all 4 were taken up. And the Worldwide Scholarship Group is the organ that is pulling all strings to allow these boys to showcase their skill in Spain and also to showcase their skill then in Italy.
Wonderful. Coach, finally, what would your parting message be to possible funders, possible sponsors, the whole of Namibia out there?
I want to say, dear corporates, it would be good from you to come on board and to assist these boys in reaching their dreams, in setting the table for them. Our only drawback at this moment currently is the 34,000 due that will then allow us to get onto the bus and get us to South Africa, where these boys will train and where they will be prepared thoroughly by UEFA licensed coaches, where they will have gym sessions and they will have analysis after training and things like that. So I'm begging the corporate world, I'm begging individuals that is willing to come forth and to assist these boys, to allow them and to make this dream come true for them.
Thank you so much, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A very passionate plea from Coach Elvin Majiedt. And we know that Namibians have huge hearts. So please, if you are capable of making this difference, please get into contact with Coach Majiedt. We will provide his contact details on the screen. And please help him to make a difference. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much, sir.
So that brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you for joining us from the Swakopmund Salt Works. Just some interesting facts is that salt preserves, it heals, it gives flavor. So I encourage you to try and be the salt of the earth today. Give some flavor in people's lives, preserve them, and share some healing. Anyway, if you want to follow some more of our news, check out our website at erongo.com.na. Our news is also posted on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So make sure that you follow those and stay up to date. You can also share your news with us at the below email address, or you can call us or send an SMS at the below number. And our shows are also broadcasted on our platforms such as GoTV, oneup2.com, and NTV, which is on DSTV. So go check that out. And wishing you a wonderful weekend and see you next week. Take care.
My alles geleer het wat ek weet, die goeie en die slegte. Hierdie sang se naam is 'n man soos my pa. Gee my 'n knipmes vir my gas, geloof 'n storms toesak, toe skouers wat 'n swaar vrug kan dra. Gee my hart wat hou van waarheid, en dat heil vir die wat swaar kry, twee hande wat help as jy vra. Ag Here, maak my net 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, Here, maak vir my 'n man soos my pa. Gee my 'n glimlag vol van stoutheid, en twee blou oë wat saam kyk. Hierdie lewe is net te kort om te kla. En leer vir my gebede wat vra vir hoop en vrede, vir 'n land wat ek in my hart kan dra. Ag Here, maak my net 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, Here, maak vir my 'n man soos my pa. Gee my daai knipmes van my gansak, geloof 'n storms toesak, twee skouers wat 'n swaar vrag kan dra. En as my bene eendag krom trek, en die skemer op die werf lê, is ook iemand om vir my te loop haal. Ag Here, stuur tog net 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, Here, maak vir my 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, 'n man soos my pa. Net 'n man soos my pa, Here, maak vir my net 'n man soos my pa.